5 petites histoires très courtes, 5 nouveaux histoires très courtes, très simples. Et nous allons apprendre tout le vocabulaire ensemble, toutes phrases ensemble. Ça, ça va nous faire, c'est abonner, paisible dans la classe et puis partager. Let's get to it. Story 1. The Forgotten Birthday. Listen carefully.
Story 1. The Forgotten Birthday.
The Forgotten Birthday. Forgotten, c'est un bagage qui est oublié. Forgotten, un bagage qui est oublié. Birthday, c'est date de naissance. So, une date de naissance qui est oublié. Listen carefully.
Day. Mark was working late when his sister called him.
Mark was working late. Mark tap working late, tap travail tard. When his sister called him. Like cela terelila.
She sounded upset. Mark suddenly remembered it was her birthday.
Ah, c'est que Mark t'a oublié que c'était date de naissance seule là. C'était birthday seule là. She sounded, avec il était sonné. Il était sonné upset qui s'est fâché. C'est qu'elle t'a parlé dans le téléphone là. She was upset, il était fâché. Mark suddenly qui c'est subitement, suddenly. Remembered, il était songé que it was her birthday, que c'était fête li, que c'était fête seule là.
Birthday. He quickly ordered flowers online and drove to her house with a small cake.
Ah, Mark lui-même, monsieur intelligent. He quickly, qui c'est rapidement. He quickly ordered. Ordered, c'est on demande, like on fait demande. Ordered something. On fait demande yon bagay, ok? Flowers, lui fait demande qui ça, fleur, online, en ligne, rapidement. And drove qui c'est verbe to drive, qui se conduit. Drove au passé. To her house. Il conduit aller la caille seule là, with a small cake, avec un petit gâteau. Okay, he quickly ordered flowers online and drove to her house with a small cake. Monsieur intelligent, pile.
Cake. When she opened the door, she smiled and forgave him.
When she opened the door, open qui c'est ouvrir. Au passé, on dit opened. When she opened the door, she smiled. Smile, il te sourit. And forgave, qui c'est verbe to forgive, au passé, forgave him. Il te pardonné lui.
Questions and answers.
On nous réponse avec question, très rapide.
1. Why did Mark's sister call him?
Why did Mark's sister call him? Pour qui ça sœur Mark là? Mark's sister, c'est sœur Mark là. Pour qui ça altéré? What did she call him?
Call him. Because he forgot her birthday.
Because he forgot. Parce qu'il était oublié her birthday, fête-li. Parce qu'il était oublié fête-li.
2. How did she sound on the phone?
How did she sound? How did she sound? Comment elle sonné on the phone, dans téléphone. How did she sound on the phone? You see? Here's the answer.
Upset.
Il était fâché. Upset qui s'est fâché. Upset, like you're fâché, on dit I'm upset. So she sounded upset.
3. What did Mark order online?
Qui ça Mark te order online? What did Mark order online? What did Mark order? Qui demande? Demande qui ça que Mark te fait en ligne, online?
Flowers.
Flowers. Il te fait demande flowers qui c'est fleur, ok? Flowers. Fleur.
4. What else did he bring?
What else did Mark bring? What else did he bring? Qui l'autre bagay? What else? Dit qui l'autre bagay? What else did he bring? Qui l'autre bagay qu'il te pote?
He bring a small cake.
A small cake. Yon petit gâteau petit. Okay, story. Oh no, we got one more question. Let's get to it.
5. How did the story end?
How did the story end? Comment l'histoire elle-même est terminée? End, veut dire terminé, fini. Comment l'histoire est finie? Let's see it.
She smiled and forgave him.
She smiled, il était souri, and forgave him, et puis pardonnez-le. Il était souri et pardonnez-le. Okay, story 2, let's get to it. Listen carefully. Ça m'a nous faire abonner, paisible dans la classe, kounya la même. Let's go.
Story 2. The job interview.
Okay, the job
Nina
interview.
felt nervous.
Qui c'est job interview, qui c'est interview travail. Job interview travail. Let's get to it. So, Nina felt nervous.
Before her job interview.
Okay, Nina felt nervous. Elle était timide. Nervous, c'est qu'elle sautait, ou bien qu'elle sautait, ou anxieux before her job interview, avant interview travail là.
She reviewed her notes and practiced answering questions.
Okay, she reviewed her note. Elle était révisé note li and practice. Elle était pratiqué answering question. Elle était pratiqué répondre question. Avant même d'aller dans l'interview, elle révisait note li et elle pratiqué répondre question yo.
Questions. During the interview, she spoke clearly and confidently.
During qui c'est during the interview, durant interview, she spoke clearly qui c'est clairement and confidently avec confidence, inconfidemment avec confidence.
Confidently. 2 days later, she received a call with good news. The job was hers.
2 days later, qui c'est 2 jours après. 2 days later, 2 jours plus tard. 2 jours plus tard, she received, il te recevoir. Ce verbe to receive au passé, il te recevoir yon call, yon appel with good news, avec bonne nouvelle. The job was hers. Travail là, c'est pour lui. C'est qu'elle lui joue un job là. The job was hers. Travail là, c'est pour lui.
Was hers. Questions and
Let's see
answers.
questions and answer. Number 1.
1. Why was Nina nervous?
Pour qui ça Nina te nervous? Why was Nina nervous? Pour qui ça que Nina te sauté? Pour qui ça qu'elle te sauté? Pour qui ça elle était anxieux?
She had a job interview.
She had a job interview. Like, elle était une interview travail. She had a job interview. Elle était une interview travail. C'est pour ça qu'elle te sauté.
Job interview. 2. What did she do to prepare?
What did she do? Qu'est-ce qu'elle te fait? To prepare, pour te préparer. Qu'est-ce qu'elle te fait? Pour préparer. What did she do to prepare?
Reviewed her notes and practiced answers.
She reviewed her note et pratiquait answers. Reviewed her note and practiced answers.
Answers. 3. How did she speak during the interview?
How did she speak during? How did she speak? During qui c'est durant interview. Comment elle te parle durant interview?
Interview. Clearly and confidently.
Clearly, clairement, and confidently. C'est que clairement and confidently. Clairement avec et confidemment. Okay? So this is how you gotta speak. When you have an interview, you gotta speak clearly and confidently. Parler clairement et avec confidence.
Confidently. 4. When did she get the call?
When did she get the call? Qui a été recevoir appel là? When did she get the call? Qui a été recevoir appel là?
2 days later.
2 days later, qui c'est 2 jours après. 2 days later, qui c'est 2 jours après.
5. What was the news?
What was the news? Qui nouvelle était recevoir? Les recevoir appel là, qui nouvelle était parlé? What was the news? What was the news?
She got the job.
She got the job. Li te jouen travail là. She got the job. Li te jouen travail là. Story 3. Let's go. Let's go. Abonnez, partagez, pensez bouton là. Let's go.
Story 3. The rainy day plan.
The rainy. Rainy, c'est la pluie ap tombe. Yon jou qui gen la pluie. Yon plan pour yon jou qui te gen la pluie. The rainy. Rainy veut dire la pluie ap tombe. C'est un adjectif. The rainy day plan. Plan pour journée la pluie ap tombe.
A plan. It was raining heavily, and Daniel had planned a picnic.
It was raining heavily. Li tap fait la pluie fort. Heavily veut dire que fort. En bas, la pluie a tombé bien fort. Heavily. It was raining heavily. And Daniel had planned. Li te déjà planifié a picnic. Yon picnic.
Instead of canceling the day, he invited his friends to his apartment.
Instead of, qui c'est au lieu que, of canceling, au lieu que li cancel, ou bien li bay vague, li annule journée, hein? Instead of canceling the day, he invited, li te invité his friends, Zamilio, to his apartment, na appartement là.
They ordered pizza, watched a movie, and played board games.
They ordered, you te fais demande qui ça, pizza, okay? They watched a movie and play board games. Board games, c'est jouer ou tu bail sous table là, tant que carte, domino, bail ça ou mettre sous table là, y a jouer, OK? Là où bonne carte, ou ka voilà toute carte là sous carte là, y a jouer. They're playing board games.
Board games. In the end, they agreed it was even more fun than a picnic.
In the end, like you dit in the end, c'est qu'à la fin, finalement, à la fin, they agreed. Ça c'est verbe agree, au passé, on dit agreed. Avec yo te d'accord. It was even more fun qu'il était plus goût. Il était plus plaisir. OK? Il était plus plaisir than a picnic. Que picnic là, OK? C'est que le fait que yo chita y a joué, y a ri, OK, y a joué 4, OK? It was more fun. Yo te joué plus plaisir dans ça que si yo t'a fait yo picnic.
Questions and answers.
Now, let's see some questions and answers.
1. What was Daniel's original plan?
What was Daniel's original plan? OK, qui plan original que Daniel te gen auparavant? What was the original plan? Ki plan même qu'elle te gen avant?
A picnic.
A picnic. Li te gen plan pour te faire un pique-nique.
2. Why did he change the plan?
Why did he change? Pourquoi ça a été changé plan? The plan.
The plan. It was raining heavily.
It was raining heavily. OK? La pluie t'a tombé fort. OK? La pluie t'a tombé bien fort. La pluie a été trop fort. It was raining heavily.
Heavily. 3. Where did they meet instead?
OK. Where did they meet instead? Qui côté yo te rencontré? OK? Puisque pas de ka aller dans pique-nique là, where did they meet instead? Qui côté yo te rencontré?
At his apartment.
At his apartment. Dans appartement là.
His apartment. 4. What did they do together?
What did they do together? Qui ça a été fait ensemble? What did they do together? Qui ça a été fait ensemble?
Ordered pizza, watched a movie, and played games.
They ordered pizza. Ils te fait demande pizza. They watched a movie and played board games. Ils te joué jouet, donc games, OK?
Games. 5. Did they enjoy the new plan?
Did they enjoy? Est-ce qu'ils ont enjoy? Enjoy veut dire que est-ce que tu prends plaisir dans bagay. Did you enjoy it? Did they enjoy the new plan? Est-ce que tu prends plaisir dans nouveau plan?
Plan? Yes, they did.
Yes, they did. Oui, ils te prend plaisir. All right, story 4. Let's go. Abonnez, pèsez le bouton la cloche puis partagez. Let's go.
Story 5. The Lost Wallet. Brian found a wallet on the sidewalk while walking home.
1 second, guys. This should be story 4. But it seems that we're missing 4. Let's see. 1 second.
Home.
Okay, we're going to skip 4. We're going to do story 5. Let's do story 5, okay? Story 5. Here it is. 1 second. We're going to get to it right now. There it is. Okay, here we go.
Inside, there was cash and
Okay, give me 1 second. Story 5. Okay, here we go. Story 5.
Brian found a wallet on the sidewalk while walking home.
Okay, so Brian li men li te jwen, he found a wallet, li te jwen yon bous ki kote, on the sidewalk while walking home. Li te jwen yon bous sou trottoir. Sidewalk vle di trottoir lor marché. While walking home, pendant ki yon ta marché ale la kay.
Inside, there was cash and an ID card.
An dan bous la, there was cash, te gen l'argent, ok, l'argent papier, and an ID card, epi yon ID, yon carte identification.
ID card. Instead of keeping it, Brian called the phone number on the card.
Instead of keeping it, au lieu quelqu'un be bous la, ok, monsieur qui sont des qui honnête, au lieu quelqu'un be bous la, Brian called, literally, the phone number, téléphone on the card, qui est sous carte là, ok?
On the card. The owner was grateful and rewarded him for his honesty.
The owner qui se met bagay la. Met yon bagay se owner. The owner was grateful. Grateful qui se reconnaissant. Okay? And rewarded. Rewarded, c'est like ou ba moun nan yon récompense. Ou récompenser moun nan. The owner was grateful and rewarded him for his honesty. Met bagay la, met bous la te reconnaissant et li te récompenser li pour honnêteté li. Honesty. Honesty veut dire honnêteté.
Honesty. Questions and answers.
Let's see some questions and answers.
1. What did Brian find?
1. What did Brian find? Qui sa Brian li men te jwen? The answer is
Find. A wallet.
a wallet qui se yon bous.
Wallet. 2. Where did he find it?
Where did he find it? Qui kote l te jwen li? On the
Find it.
sidewalk.
On the
On the
sidewalk.
sidewalk. Qui se trottoir.
3. What was inside the wallet?
What was inside the wallet? Qui sa ki te an dan bous la? What was inside the wallet? Qui sa ki te an dan bous la?
The wallet. Cash and an ID card.
Cash, qui se l'argent papier, and an ID card, qui se yon carte identification.
ID card. 4. What did Brian do?
What did Brian do? Qui sa Brian li men li te fe? What did Brian do? Qui sa li te fe?
He called the owner.
He called the owner. Literally, met bagay la.
The owner. 5. How did the owner respond?
How did the owner respond? Comment que met bagay la te répondre? How did he respond?
He was grateful and gave Brian a reward.
Li te reconnaissant. He was grateful. Li te reconnaissant and gave. Il te by Brian ki sa? A reward. Yon reward c'est yon récompense. OK? So, thank you, but before you go, avant ki moun ale, mais ça qui est important pour faire là, nous pral tande tout bagay qu'on y a là et puis n'a pris tout sur écran, n'a tande et n'a joué yo ensemble. OK? So, here we go. Pay attention. OK, ça m'a pour faire, c'est abonner, peser bouton like là et puis partager.
Story 1. The
Okay, story 1. Here we go. My bad. We're gonna go to story 1. Qui c'est the forgotten birthday. The forgotten birthday. Story 1. Let's go.
Forgotten birthday. Mark was working late when his sister called him. She sounded upset. Mark suddenly remembered it was her birthday. He quickly ordered flowers online and drove to her house with a small cake. When she opened the door, she smiled and forgave him. Questions and answers. 1. Why did Mark's sister call him? Because he forgot her birthday. 2. How did she sound on the phone? Upset. 3. What did Mark order online? Flowers. 4. What else did he bring? A small cake. 5. How did the story end? She smiled and forgave him. Story 2. The job interview. Nina felt nervous before her job interview. She reviewed her notes and practiced answering questions. During the interview, she spoke clearly and confidently. 2 days later, she received a call with good news. The job was hers. Questions and answers. 1. Why was Nina nervous? She had a job interview. 2. What did she do to prepare? Reviewed her notes and practiced answers. 3. How did she speak during the interview? Clearly and confidently. 4. When did she get the call? 2 days later. 5. What was the news? She got the job. Story 3. The rainy day plan. It was raining heavily, and Daniel had planned a picnic. Instead of canceling the day, he invited his friends to his apartment. They ordered pizza, watched a movie, and played board games. In the end, they agreed it was even more fun than a picnic. Questions and answers. 1. What was Daniel's original plan? A picnic. 2. Why did he change the plan? It was raining heavily. 3. Where did they meet instead? At his apartment. 4. What did they do together? Ordered pizza, watched a movie, and played games. 5. Did they enjoy the new plan? Yes, they did. Story 5. 5. The lost wallet. Brian found a wallet on the sidewalk while walking home. Inside, there was cash and an ID card. Instead of keeping it, Brian called the phone number on the card. The owner was grateful and rewarded him for his honesty. Questions and answers. 1. What did Brian find? A wallet. 2. Where did he find it? On the sidewalk. 3. What was inside the wallet? Cash and an ID card. 4. What did Brian do? He called the owner. 5. How did the owner respond? He was grateful and gave Brian a reward. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe.
Thank you so much for watching. It is a pleasure. Si vous aimez cette vidéo, ça votre classe ça yo, celle ça m'a pour faire c'est abonner, peser bouton like là. Bon, si tout bouton like là, c'est seule façon pour YouTube recommander vidéo yo by l'autre haïtien. Aider l'autre haïtien joindre channel là, aider l'autre monde joindre channel là. Peser sur bouton go pouce là, go pouce qui monte en l'air, go pouce qui monte en l'air. C'est pas ça qui descend non? Ça qui monte là, qui veut dire que vous aimez vidéo. Merci un peu. Et puis, pas oublier pour que vous entrez sur le groupe WhatsApp là pour que vous pratiquez. Je mettre le lien dans la description vidéo. Allez pour que vous entrez sur le groupe WhatsApp là pour que vous pratiquez. Et puis, cliquez sur une vidéo ça qui est là pour que vous continuer à apprendre anglais avec Teacher J sur anglais now. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.